Hi, everybody. Deacon Bill here. Happy Easter season. We certainly are in a different place than we were last year on this Sunday, the Sunday that we call Divine Mercy Sunday. The coronavirus has forced us to stay in our houses, and that's a tough thing to do. It's closed schools. You don't see your friends like you did before. Some people are skeptical about this whole virus thing. They wonder if it's real. So in a sense, they aren't any different from Thomas in today's gospel. He was skeptical when the apostles told him that they had seen the risen Jesus, and he remained skeptical until he could see the proof for himself. When Jesus told him to touch his wounds and to put his finger in his side, and to not be unbelieving, but believing. Well, in a sense, Thomas speaks for all of us at one time or another. He speaks for us when our prayer life is weak, when our doubt is strong, when our fear and our skepticism overwhelm us. Anyone who has ever struggled with faith or felt distant from God, well, we know what St. Thomas felt. Which is why this gospel passage is so critical and so relevant, especially today, Divine Mercy Sunday. It isn't just that Thomas came to believe, that he was moved to exclaim, "My Lord and my God." But that's how it happened. Jesus appeared to the apostles, but Thomas wasn't with them. When he got back with them, he didn't believe what they told him. He was skeptical. Maybe he didn't really believe with his whole heart that Jesus had risen from the dead. He needed proof. And so Jesus appeared to the apostles a second time. At this time, Thomas was there. He saw and he believed. And it all happened for one reason, because Jesus gave him another chance, a second chance. He offered him another opportunity, a way back from doubt to faith, from skepticism to belief. He knew what Thomas needed. He knew what was lacking. And so Jesus, who is the source of divine mercy, returned to that upper room a second time in a gesture of mercy that left one man profoundly changed. A skeptic became a saint. It happened for Thomas. It can happen for all of us. Jesus didn't give up on Thomas, and he doesn't give up on us. God is waiting for us. Grace is waiting for us. Mercy is waiting for us. Jesus became one of us. He suffered and he died and he rose from the dead. He didn't hide from anyone, despite knowing the awful things that were going to happen to him. He wants us to see his wounds. He understands. He has bled. He has cried out in pain. He has been pierced. He has been broken. He knows what we are going through, and he has the scars to show for it. But that appearance in the upper room reminds Thomas, and it reminds us too, those scars and those wounds were not the end of the story. Not for Jesus, not for us. Our scars and our brokenness and our sins do not need to define us, because we are Easter people. The Christ who gave himself for us on the cross, who revealed himself in his wounds in the upper room, well, he gives himself to us in the Eucharist. When the restrictions caused by the coronavirus are lifted, we will once more be able to attend Mass together and to receive the Eucharist. And oh, how I look forward to that day. May this feast of the Divine Mercy open our hearts to receiving the mercy and the grace that God so wants to give to the world, so that we may know what it is to be sought after, to be loved, and to be forgiven by God. May we be moved to see with the eyes of our heart and to acclaim with St. Thomas, "My Lord and my God." So here's a question for you to think about and maybe to talk about. What difference does the resurrection make in your life? Let me repeat that. What difference does the resurrection make in your life? And if you want to keep thinking about this, you could ask, how does this celebration of God's divine mercy and love for us bring you even closer to Him? Again, happy Easter season to all of you. Deacon Bill, out.